Welcome to an episode of Ladhammer. That's right. Well, today we're going to be discussing the Angels of Death. I am joined with Brendan.
Angels of Death, the Rams of Death.
And we're joined with Robbo.
The proper Angels of Death. Yeah, good set.
A really good team. And for people who don't know, Brendan created his own Angels of Death called the Space Rams, based on Derby County colours. So quite nice, actually, Brendan.
Well, you should know. You painted them for me.
Yes, I did. So today, we had a game. Every game we've played has always been Angels of Death. I don't think there's been a game I can't remember where there isn't Angels of Death. So I'd like to talk about them. Our game that we had last time, we just demolished each other and absolutely destroyed each other. So I wanted to look at, because we've been talking about it, saying like Robbo mentioned that the sniper wasn't. He didn't do very well with his sniper, and my captain, for the points of what he is, didn't do that well. So I wanted to look into it. So that's basically what we're going to do. It's as simple as that. Just talk about the Angels of Death. Any tips that we've got? I mean, guys, we are new to the game, so don't take these tips on as professionals. We are not professionals. We are new to the game. This is just what we've come across in our own opinion, and again, it's for our blog. So out of the Angels of Death, do you think whereabouts in the table are they? A lot of the teams that you've used and you've played against, do you think they're top tier? Do you think they're low tier? If you was going to mark them out of 5, no, how can we do it? We're going to just do it as in, do you think they're OP or not? Simple as that.
I thought when we first started the game, I liked them because I thought they were overpowered. But after playing with them a few times and going up against you two playing with them, I just think they're mid. I think they're mid tier. I don't think that. I don't think they're overly powered. I mean, they have got a high wound capacity compared to other teams, and they're a good team. But I don't think they're overpowered. No, I think they can be beaten as well, which has been proven over a couple of weeks. I think we're going to talk about overpowered teams a little bit later on, so I don't want to mention them just yet. But I've got the overpowered team in my mind. But yeah, Angels of Death. I think they're your introduction into the game of kill team. They've got good wound capacity. They've got decent characters, call them characters, miniatures, and yeah, they're a good team. I would say that they're upper mid tier for me. Yeah. My personal opinion.
Yeah. What about you, Robbo?
I was thinking about this, and it's if you're playing against someone that's never played before, they're very much an overpowered team because you're playing people that don't understand the rules, they don't understand how to counter them.
Yeah.
So if you're playing like the first 4 or 5 weeks we did, then Angels of Death destroyed everything.
Yeah.
But as you start learning the rules and learning your strategy ploys, your fight ploys, your equipments, they suddenly do then just level out.
Yeah.
And then I think as we go forward for the next 4 to 8 weeks, I think we're going to get to a stage where no one uses Angels of Death because they're tactically not good enough.
I feel that that's the route we are going down. I mean, I agree with Bren and yourselves. I mean, I think they are mid-table. I don't think they're that bad to a point where, they're just useless, but they're not top tier at all. Like, you play teams like the Legionnaires, like, they're just ridiculous compared to, they've just got that extra thing that the Angels of Death don't. Like, the strategy ploys, I don't think are very good. You've already...
No, but that's to bring them back down to normal level because they are that powerful when they do hit. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. When they hit hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, as well, but then you've got like, they used to be good. I mean, when they first came out, they had 7 guys. So they had the 7 starter team, which was the captain and the sergeant, and then they had the other teams. But they did numb it down. Games which went, nah, that's too powerful. So they did kick off the time where you can only have a captain or a sergeant. Now, we've used the captain and the sergeant, all of us have. Who would you recommend now out of those two to use? I mean, I personally wouldn't use... I don't know if I want to use the captain anymore. I don't think he's that good compared to the sergeant. I mean, if you was going to take the sergeant, I mean, I would take the auto bolt rifle because it's quite easy and straightforward. And I'd definitely take the thunder hammer So I don't know if you guys have looked at it, but it's 4 attacks hitting on 4s. You've got shock and stun with it, but also the damage is 5 normal. Just 5 normal hitting, and then your crits are 6.
Yeah, I think you're bang on there, Liam, because we're probably not really. We've just always gone, oh, your captain's got to be the team.
Yeah.
But your sergeant has also got a power fist.
Yes.
And he's got, like you said there, he's got chainsword, he's got the rifle, the mobile and heavy, auto bolt rifle, thunderhammer. He's got a lot more weaponry than the captain, and he's the same, he's got the same amount of APLs, I think, that the captain's got. He's got the same wound capacity, I believe. Saving on 3s, and he can move. It's exactly the same as the captain, but he's got more.
He gets this as well. So the captain, he gets the doctrine warfare. So whenever you would use the combat doctrine strategic ploy and then select assault or tactical, if this operative is in the kill zone, it costs you 0 like CPs, which is fantastic. And then also as well, it's got the chapter veteran, which is at the end of the selected operative step. If this operative is selected for deployment, select 1 additional chapter tactic. So he gets another chapter tactic compared to the captain, who basically...
He does get the iron halo, though, the captain.
He does.
That can make a big difference in a fight.
Yeah. But the captain does get the heroic leader as well. So once per turning point, you can use a firefight ploy for 0 CP. Oh, it's tough, innit? It's a tough one.
Having one turn when you can just ignore all normal damage just because you're the captain. I mean, come on. That's big.
Yeah, that is quite big.
Unless 4 or 5 criticals, you're just walking through that battle like it were nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a tough one, isn't it? I mean,
it's tough. You do get a lot more equipments with the sergeant, don't get me wrong, which gives you a lot more options, and depending on what team you're taking on, obviously you declare what weapons you've got before you start. With it, we haven't been really doing that. I think that's going to make a big difference over the next 4 weeks when we start declaring what we've got.
Yeah, I agree.
But then with the captain, he's got 2 big, powerful weapons.
Yeah,
he's got the iron halo.
Yeah,
he's a leader. It's your own personal choice, and I would always pull my captain in, to be honest.
I'm putting my captain in. After reading all that, I think captain for me. What about you, Bren?
I'm edging towards the sergeant, mate. Me.
Okay. I
like to be different.
It's not a bad thing.
I think
variety.
I think I'm going to go next game we play. I'm going to go back to. I've played with plagues a bit. I'm going to go with back to angels for the next one, I think, and I think I'll be taking the sergeant, lads. To be honest.
So moving it around. So I mean, I think this is the point, isn't it, of the Angels of Death, is that they are mid-table, because they are. You can build a team completely for yourself. So which is the good thing with them. A lot of teams you just build it for, to take points, but the Angels of Death are more. I want to cause more damage this game, or I want to get more points on the kill zones or whatever. I think that's the thing with them, that they are good at what they did. They're like a mid. They're like the average Joes, aren't they?
I wouldn't call them that. I'd call them a starter set. If I were going to bring someone into the game that I knew, I'd always push them towards Angel of Death, because they're very easy to play with. You don't blow your mind inside. I mean, I got the Inquisitorial Agents, and they absolutely destroyed me in the first 2 weeks. I probably understand them a bit more now because I played a bit more, but if I nearly went, nah, this ain't for me with that in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But after playing with Angels of Death, if my mate came up to me and went, I want to play, I've never played before, I'd say, try these, because this is going to start you off.
Yeah.
And then you can start adding your tactics in, your strategies in, your ploys, and it'll all start making more sense as you're watching other people play with different sets.
Yeah, you picked it up straight away when you picked the Angels of Death. Yeah, you got a good point there. I think that's good. So the sniper, would you be taking the sniper this time?
Depends on your terrain. 100% on your terrain.
That is one of the questions. That is one of the questions I've got up here, which is how important is the terrain for the Angels of Death? So we had a game. So the guys don't know, we had a game. Me and Robbo absolutely dominated Bren because he his kill zone, his drop zone was where, and it had just this crap building which you just couldn't climb up. His movement was terrible, and it was just shit.
Absolutely, yeah.
I
think the biggest downfall for your sniper is your APLs. So you can't move and shoot. So every miniature that you've got that we've played with, that I've played with, that I've played against, you can move, shoot, or you can move, shoot, whatever. The sniper you can't.
No, you can, but the sniper's got heavy.
You can, but you can't use his heavy attacks. That's the only difference.
So yeah, he's got heavy. So because he's got heavy, he can't move and then shoot because he has to stay still. So like you said, Bren, you've got to get him into position.
Yeah, but that's the point, because the only.
I mean, you can
The
still
only gun he's got,
his pistol in his fists, but
but you got to be. Your range is 8 inch.
Yeah, 8 inch.
Yeah.
But
so to me,
I think if you're trying to tactically take a spot and hold a spot, then the sniper's needed. If you look at a board and think, well, I want to take this corner of the board and I want to hold it, that's when you need a sniper, because anyone who comes towards you, you're then going to pick off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. If you want to go all out attack, you don't take a sniper, because if you're going to try and take over people's areas, it becomes obsolete. Simple as that.
You've got the biggest positive for me to put my sniper back in will be the fact that it hits on 2s.
But then it's damage, though. If you look at the damage, it's only 3s normal and 3 crits. Like, the damage is not good at all, and it's only 4 attacks. So if you if you hit with all 4, considering that, say the person doesn't save it, you got 3, 8, 3, 6, 9, 12. You're still not killing a marine.
But if you take on like your rattlings, you're destroying them.
Yeah. So if
you're taking on a big army of loads of people, that's when your sniper would become much more needed, because then you can be popping them all off your board.
I suppose that's the way of it. That the way we're moving forward as a group playing kill team, we're all revealing before we set up what team we're playing with.
Yes.
So straight away, so if Liam turns around and says, right, I'm playing with the Ratlins, my sniper's going in. If Liam says, I'm playing with the Orcs, maybe not.
Yeah.
But so it's all about the setup, isn't it?
Yeah, and I
don't know. I think that'd be amazing for your squibs, your sniper. If he's going for someone on a point and you can cover him before that squib comes in, you're popping it. Yeah,
but that's what I'd say. For me, as a sniper, like looking at the sniper, I would, like Robbo put him in the right position, but for me, he wasn't in the right position for the bases. So I would use the sniper to cover. They call it overwatching. So if someone's going to take, so I would tag a base, and then I'd keep my sniper there, hidden away, so no one can get it. It's like if he skips a turn, he skips a turn. But if someone tries to take that base, ping, I can get him. But then if you're playing...
Well, that was the beauty of what Brendan did. I was overwatching the centre of the board, but as soon as he put that swarm of flies in, that's when it became obsolete.
Exactly, and it kind of ruined your sniper.
Ruined it, yeah. It made him pointless.
Yeah. And then the sniper's got no melee on him. I mean, he's only got the fist. So it's. I think you're right. I think it's to put the sniper in. It's situational, isn't it? Have I got the right terrain to stick him in? What team am I playing against?
Correct.
And yeah, okay. So the sniper is
100%.
a good character, pending.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So we'll go into the Grenadier. I don't like him. I've took him out of my team.
I don't know. I think he's one of the strongest characters.
Do you think? I mean, he's only got the bottle pistol and a chainsaw, but he does get the grenades on top of it. But
that doesn't count towards you. If you take him as a universal equipment, he doesn't take him out of universal equipment. He has like unlimited grenades.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah.
So if you're taking on squads of like when you like Rattlings again, and you've got 4 or 5 of them together, you just keep pinging grenades in.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I should be taking him. Because looking at it now, I mean, he's got the same stats, exactly the same as an Intercessor Warrior. So even if it's just nice to have that little option. So my bad, you're right, Robbo. It's just nice to have that grenade option. So if Bren does decide to swarm us with his Cascarin, and he's going to have 4 on a base, I'm going to lob a grenade straight in there.
So, crack grenade right in the middle of them, bosh.
Bosh. Yeah, no, I agree. The grenaders, yeah. That's good.
We've got to utilise the team better. I think that's what we've not been doing.
I agree. I agree. Now I'm looking at it. Again, every time I look at the Angels of Death, I always see something new. I mean, like you've got, if you're looking at the sergeants, I mean, you've got the Assault Intercessor Sergeant, but then you've got the Intercessor Sergeant, which I'm just looking. He's got the same normal stats, but he's got different types. But the equipment's the same, so I don't understand. Again, people are listening. We are still trying to learn more. So if you've got the Intercessor, he gets the Stalker bolt rifle, which is heavy, which is fucking disgusting. It's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. The damage is 3, your crits are 5. He's got heavy on it, however,
crit 1
and lethal 5. So you're hitting on 5. You're critting on 5s.
Yeah,
and then
but don't forget, it's only heavy if you do a dash first. So you don't, like if you don't do a dash, it's not classed as heavy.
No, I think you can dash once.
That's how it works, yeah?
Yeah, so you can dash once and then you can use it. So you're allowed to dash.
Yeah, you can use your 3-inch dash and then you can
shoot.
pop.
Yeah. So that's
right.
all you can do with it. So looking at that, but then you go to the sniper. The sniper's got the same stats on one of his rifles, which is one of his heavies, which is again the bolt sniper, but that's the executioner hitting on 2s. Oh god, yeah, no. I think no. I'm still with the captain. So yeah. So are we all saying yes to the Grenadier?
Yeah.
I'd have him in my squad. I'd never take him out. Okay. I like that extra option.
Yeah, I agree. That's quite good. Next one, heavy intercessor gunner. Yeah.
Yes, all day long.
All day long.
Spray all day. You just destroy everything.
Yeah, I mean heavy, but like the sweeping thing. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, damage 4, crits 5, and it's got piercing crits 1 and torrent 1 inch.
I think one of my first games, Bren absolutely annihilated 3 of my blokes with that one.
Yeah, sprayed you. Just
sprayed me. Yeah.
And that's why now everybody always goes to get the intercessor gunner out, heavy gunner out first. Get him out the game.
Yeah. See, I did really well with him.
He's devastating.
Mate, I did really well with him on the last game. I don't know if you guys remember, but the thing in the middle, I put him in the middle, and I had him so literally, if anyone even went near the middle, I was like pop, 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 pop. I could just turn around. Yeah, and if you can kill someone within the first kill, you can do. You got 3 APLs. You can do your Adeptus as starter, so you can do 2 attacks. So if you're sitting there and you kill one person, you can turn around and do another one. And if you've got torrent on it and you aim with a torrent, you just, mate. Yeah. I mean, he's a must.
Horrible.
He is an absolute must. So we're down to, so we've got the Assault Intercessor Warriors. We've got the Intercessor Gunners. And then we've got the Intercessor Warriors. So for me, I took on my last team, I took 2 Intercessor Warriors. Both had
sense.
Oh, it was brilliant. They both had auto bolt rifles, so that's 4 attacks of 4, hitting on 3s. Then it's 3 damage, 4 crits with a torrent run. Like that's it. And then they had fists. So I took 2 of them. So they were my guys who sat at the back and they shot. Basically, they just stood at the back and shot. And then I took in the Assault Intercessor Warriors, which had the heavy bolt.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Did you say heavy intercessor gunner?
Yeah.
We hadn't took into account they have only got a 4-inch move. I'm sure we've not done that.
It used to be 5. That's changed.
I pulled him back an inch. I pulled him back an inch. That was 5.
It was 5.
It was 5.
Yeah. It was 5. That's changed. That needs to be changed.
Is the wounds same, or is that more wounds 18?
Wounds is the same.
Yeah, he's always at 18. He was a right tough little cookie. That's what.
But they have dragged him back an inch. That makes a big difference.
That's a huge difference. That's 1 inch. That's just a dash with an extra inch, isn't it? That's like it's nothing. So technically,
every woman will be going, "Yeah, inch is massive." Way.
So if you move to dash, it's only 7 inches movement. If you moved and dash, that's 2 APL to move 7.
So what about if you're going in for going in for combat? What would you get? What's that?
It's
charging in.
+2, so it's
so it's 6 inches.
6 inches to
Wow, that's
he would be the last person I would send in for melee.
Yeah, you won't put him in melee anyway. He just sits at the back.
No, but sometimes, like you saw over the last couple of games, I just charge him in and make him go into battle just to keep him from getting destroyed.
Yeah,
it's worth sometimes taking the melee just to end your turn, even go into somebody who's already had the turn and hoping on the next round you're going to go first and be able to get out.
Yeah.
It's a good tactic, to be fair.
It is. I mean, well, I did it to one of you guys. I ran in and just went, right, so you can't shoot at me now because I'm in melee with you. He's already took his turn. So I ran him in. You couldn't attack me because he took his turn. So I think I did it to you, Brent. I ran in so you couldn't attack me. And then on a turning point 3, I jumped back. So because if you're in engaged, you can only use the retract or whatever it's called. Fallback, yeah. So you can only use that if you're engaged. So that's 2 APR. But then I just stood back and went bang, 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 and shot you. And it stopped you from meleeing, and then I got a cheeky little shot on top of you. So
yeah, it works. It's a good tactic.
Yeah, it can work. It's a good tactic, especially if you've got 18 wounds. That's going to be hard to kill someone with melee with 18 wounds as well.
That's Steven Seagal of Kill Team. Hard to kill.
Yeah. So then
Chuck Norris.
So then, yeah. So my team, I took 2 warriors, which I thought was brilliant. So I sat them at the back, used them for tactical shooting. So I literally just used them to shoot. I took the heavy gunner to basically spray any fucker that tried to take any of my bases. And then I took the 2 assault intercessor warriors who have heavy bolter pistols, but it's range 8, but they are piercing crits 1, and then chainswords. So they were my 2 melee. So I had the 2 melee guys running around with my captain, and then I had the 3. So I had 3 shooters and 3 melee, which to me worked really well.
Balance, to be fair.
It was, yeah. So I could melee and I could balance, and then range. So the melee, even if you shoot, you can shoot and then use melee at the same time. It depends how you.
I think it worked, didn't it? Because I think it was the closest game we've had as a 3.
Yeah.
I think Liam won on 14, Robbo had 12, and I had 11 or something.
Yeah.
It was the closest.
It were 14, 13, 12. You came second, Brent. I finished on 12.
But we did learn
it was the closest game we've had.
And after second term, we thought it was going to be game over by third. So for it to get to the end, it was pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah. So we did all right. I mean, we're doing all right. We know what we're doing. I need to look more into the strats. I mean, looking at the... I mean, we know the faction rules, so we know that you can shoot twice, you can fight twice, which is just so OP. I still think that's ridiculous. But then you've got the chapter tactics. So I just want to quickly run through these as well. So you've got... you're aggressive, so you get to choose 2, one as your primary and one as your secondary. So number 1 is aggressive. This operative melee weapons have the rending weapon rule.
Yeah,
it's not bad. You put these on your guys, Brendan and Robbo. So this is a new one to me. So you give these to each operative. It's not just your whole team. This is each. So each Space Marine chapter is a martial brotherhood. Hold on. When selecting your kill team, oh no, it's not. This is for the whole team. So when selecting your kill team, select a primary and secondary. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I've got that wrong.
Okay.
So you can choose one of these. So rending on all your melee. I think at the beginning, do you remember picking the teams? This is going to be what it's about, isn't it? Is picking the strats. Sorry, this is your faction rule. So this is like, so if I said, right, I'm taking Angels of Death. And then I'm going to take, say, Robbo, who's got loads of melee, and I know I'm going to be fighting. I'll say, right, I'll take aggressive because I can put rending on it. I think that's what it's going to be. But Jeweler is the one that I've been using quite a lot. So one of your normal successors can block 1 unresolved critical, unless it's
that's a big one on melee.
Oh, but you also get one of your critical successors can block 2 unresolved normal successors, which is
that is very, very good. I didn't even read that.
But that's what I mean. You get to pick that. So I've always picked Jeweler as my primary, which is because it's worked really well. And then you've got Resolute. You can ignore any changes to this operative's APL stats. So if someone just like chucks mist at you and you can't move or whatever, stuff like that. So this is an interesting one I wanted to bring up to you guys. Stealthy. Whenever an operative is shooting this operative, so remember we were talking about the flies and shit. Whenever an operative is shooting this operative, if you can retain any cover saves, so that's light, heavy, and whatnot, you can retain 1 additional cover save, right?
Oh, hello.
So if you're in light cover,
you're suddenly in heavy.
You're suddenly in heavy. So
that's good.
Yeah. This isn't a cumulative with improved cover saves, so it doesn't go with your vantage covers or anything like that, which you guys don't know anything about that yet, so we don't need to. But yeah, that's mad.
That is mad. I do like the next one for if you're having a full out melee team with a fallback on 1 less AP.
Oh, so you can mobile? Go in, punch.
Yeah, if you use mobile, you can go in and smash them up and then fall back with 1 rather than 2.
Wow,
that's good.
That's really good. And then this operative can perform the charge action while within a control range. So you could fucking run in, smack someone, and then charge. So you could run, fight, and then charge and into the next person. Ooh.
Like pinball, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That's really, really good. So mobile.
Hardy's good as well, though.
Yeah, I took duelist and Hardy every single time. So Hardy is when an operative is shooting this operative, defense dice are 5 are critical successes. So your defenses are 5. So if you
it does make a big difference.
Yeah, you
So
save.
basically, if Robbo rolls 3 6s against me and I roll 3 5s, I've saved them all.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Good.
Yep, sharpshooter is really, really good. So this is another one that I've.
You got sniper.
Yeah, so whenever this operative is shooting during an activation, which it hasn't performed a charge, fallback, or reprecision, its bolt weapons have severe weapon. And then the last one is siege specialist. This operative's range weapons have saturated, so that ignores cover. So it ignores all cover. So there's some really good rules that you can put in. Now the sergeant gets 3 of them. You take the sergeant, you get 3. So do you take the iron halo to protect the captain, or do you take 3?
See, that just opens up way more for a sergeant.
It's interesting, isn't it?
It's almost as if the sergeant is overpowered within the Angels of Death kill team.
Is it? But I read that people are using the sergeant, not the captain, because of that rule. Because that extra faction, it's not just for him; it's for the entire team. So it's an interesting.
Suddenly your squad's got 3 rather than 2.
Exactly. It's really clever. And then obviously you shoot, fight. So that's the faction rules, basically, as easy as that. So again, if you're new to the game, it's dead easy. Equipment is your purity seals. So I want to go through these as well. So once per turning point, one friendly Angels of Death operative is shooting, fighting, or retaliating. If you roll 2 or more fails, you can discard one of them and retain another as normal success. Yeah, that's a given. Like, you've just got to, if you're having a bad rolling day. This one here, chapter reliquaries. Reliquaries? I don't know. You can use the Wrath of Vengeance firefight ploy for 0 CP. So you know you're using your CP points?
Yeah.
That's 0. That's massive.
It is massive.
It's huge. What was the other one that I liked? Auspex. This is cool. So once per turning point, when a friendly Angels of Death operative performs the shoot action and you're selecting a valid target, you can use this rule. If you do until the end of the activation counteraction, enemy operatives within 8 inches of that friendly operative cannot be obscured. So any enemy within 8 inches of that person has got like a gun, and then you've got your classic universal whatnot. So yeah. Interesting. So there's one more. There's a couple more things. So strat ploys. This one here. Select a combat. So this is combat doctrine. Whenever a friendly Angel of Death operative is X, so whatever X is, its weapon has the balance rule weapon X, or whatever it would be. So then you'd go to this bit here. Devastator doctrine, shooting an operative within 6 inches from it. This doesn't make sense to me, this one. So what does that mean? So it's the balanced weapon rule. So what's balanced weapon rule? I don't know what that is.
So
you find out.
Yeah. While you're looking for that one, there is this second one here. So all right. So there you go. So this is fantastic. Okay, this is the one I looked at. So this is adaptive tactics, right? You can mid-battle. So again, you can cost your CP. So yeah, you can change your secondary chapter tactic. Note that this ploy only lasts to the end of the turning point. So you could sit there and you go, right, okay, I've picked this for my team. I've picked the rendering rule for my melee. Then you go, actually, I'm going to change my tactics using the CP, and then I'm going to change them to shooting because I'm going to be shooting this round. So you can dick about with changing your tactics. That's fucking mega.
Oh, that's overpowered then.
That's mad, isn't it? So you sit there and
go,
overpowered. So say if I've got 4 characters in melee, and I go, right, I'm going to change my tactics at the beginning of because remember, strats are at the beginning of the turning point, and firefights within while you're fighting. So at the beginning of a turning point, if I know I'm fighting melee, I'm going to change my secondary tactic to melee. And then you could, how cool is that?
That's nuts. because as soon as you've smashed everything up that's close to you, you go, oh, it's going to take forever to get to these people. I can't do it in one turn. I'm just going to change me ploy. Job done.
Back to shoot. But it costs you a CP, but you get one every round.
Yeah. Well, you're not even going to be using them, are you?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just jumping in on you, the balanced weapon rule is one of the better ones. It allows a player to re-roll one of their attack dice.
Okay, so now then, so let's read it out then. So, re-roll attack dice. So, it's weapons. You used it. So, I'm going to use, I'm going to use a CP. I'm going to use combat doctrine. So, I can use my Devastator. So, if I'm shooting an operative more than 6 inches from it, so, and I get the balanced weapon rule then. So, if I so what does it do again, Bren?
It's just you can re-roll an attack dice.
So you're just re-rolling one.
So, so basically it allows the player to re-roll one of their attack dice. So I'm assuming if you're hitting on
you have a
threes,
fail.
if you have a fail, you can re-roll one.
Yeah. So
no, that's a CP on its own. So you've just utilised the rule for a CP.
By the way, also if you roll ones, you can re-roll all ones.
Oh my god!
So there you go.
So basically, if you get like 2 ones, you can re-roll the 2 ones.
Nah,
for free.
Yeah, you go. So this
if you do it once, like you can't keep going.
So this is why I wanted to talk about the Angel of Death. So we use them a lot, but seriously, have you used these strategies and firefight ploys or your
Not once.
No, I haven't either. Not once. I've remembered some of them. I didn't use my Iron Halo once. I've not used. So we need to, when we're playing, instead of what we're doing is rushing, fighting, and killing, and that's all we're doing. When really we should be looking at, right, okay, I'm going to attack here, but he's going to attack me there. I need to change and look at your strats and look at your firefight ploys and look at what you think we can use to utilise this. So much.
We need to.
Yeah.
We need to start playing the game properly.
Yeah, stop rushing and just sit down and think about what we're actually going to do next.
The difference is now we're not taking 3.5 hours on a game because we've got the basics down. We can start slowing it down a little bit again because we did last game in under 2 hours.
It was an hour and 45 minutes.
Now we can start putting these extra bits in because we've got the time to do it.
Yeah, it was just it's like Brent said, and you said, Robbo, like we know the game now. It's trying to remember these ploys and trying to remember these tactics because eventually this will just become second nature and we'll go, oh no, like you'll know, oh I'm running in there, go, oh you can't attack that, go, I have, I've got render and I've got this Adeptus Astartes and then I've got this thing on, oh shit you have, yeah, but then I'm going to return, and we're just going to know by just talking about it, we're not even looking at the data cards. But now I know the Angels of Death, I've got these extra things that I'm not using. I've got to figure out how I'm going to remember them. And then I've got to figure out, well, we all have, and then not rush. So when me and Bren first played, when Bren first started playing, and this is what I wanted to touch on as well, is when Bren first played, he sat down and he was looking at the board and he would walk around the board and he would go, right, he's going to be, and he fucking smashed us. He sat down and he had all these guys positioned in perfect bits because he sat down and went, no, if he walks there, he's going to get attacked. If he walks there, and Bren sat down and analysed all of it. But now Bren plays, he just goes, right, I'm going to run and shoot. I'm going to run and shoot. I'm going to run and shoot. And I was the same. I was exactly the same. I was like, I sat there going, no, I need to hide my guy in this bit. I can hide in the window. I can do it this way, then I'll hide. And then if he runs at me, at least he's only going to get 1 attack because he's going to hit me with 2 APL. So I can just... But now I'm like, oh, Robert's there, I'll shoot, run and hit him. Oh, he's there, I'm going to run, shoot, hit him. Oh, he's there, I'm going to just shoot. And then that's what we're doing. So, you know, next game, I think we just got to...
I think we need to play it for what it is, Liam.
Yeah.
We need to. It's a strategy-based game.
Yeah.
We need to use strategy to win.
I used to think there's a lot more to do with the fighting, but now when I look at the strat, it is all about the strats. It's all about the firefight ploys. It's all about that. So, yeah.
I mean, I want to win a game. I want to win a game and have all my Angels of Death left, not just one.
Imagine that. That'll never happen, mate. That'll never happen.
Imagine that. Imagine. It'd be awesome.
If I had to lose all 6 to kill 1 guy, it would happen.
I've never won a game and had a character left. Because I just go onto the bases and tag them. Another thing you guys didn't do is tag bases. Like, you just don't. You're just going out for the kills. And it's
but we've got to remember, it costs an APL now to tag a base.
Yeah,
you don't just get it for standing on it.
Yeah, it's all about those bases. It's those points.
I love the fact now, though, that when you looked a bit deeper into it, that we don't have to stand there anymore. Yeah. That's why I didn't actually go for him. Because I thought I'm just going into him, picking up the point, and then one of you two are just going to come and kill me to take that point off me.
Well, no, you defend it then, don't you?
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. But we wasn't doing that, was we?
No, we just ran in to start fighting.
But now that I know that I can run to it, tag it with an APL, and then maybe run away to defend it.
So how
makes
I
it a whole
figured
different
it
game
out,
to me.
This is how, so I'm going to again. We're learning. I'm going to tell you what the things that I'm figuring out, because then when we play, because I want it to be more competitive. I want us to be competitive. I want us to really sit back and be like, fucking hell, like that was intense. Because I can imagine this getting really intense and really deep and really like fucking full.
I want our gang to be good in tournaments.
Exactly.
They'd be no good. Us three and Ralphie or whatever. Four of us go to a tournament, and three of us knocked out in the first round, and then we have to stand around for hours waiting for one person who actually learnt the game into the final. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I mean, we had 4 points down, right? So I thought, I tell you what, if I keep 2 points, you guys are only going to get 1 point every round, bar the looting crit op. Yeah, it's because the crit op is the things like you pick up the loot or whatever. So I was like, if I keep 2 bases and then fight you off and defend them, I'm going to get 2 points every single round. And then you guys were just running at me, and I was just defending them. So because I was doing that, I was racking the points for killing him, and I was defending 2 bases, so my points were going up. So, in my opinion, I thought if I just keep 2 bases, I should win, in theory, because I've got.
Yeah, you played. You
guaranteed 8 points before any kills. If you own 2 bases for 4 turns, you guaranteed 8 points.
Exactly. So I thought if I keep 2, and then any other base, it's just a bonus.
Yeah, man, I'm 100% with you.
So we've got to figure it out, but we will. So yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah, and that's the end of it. So yeah, if anybody's playing the Edge of the Death, I hope this helped you a little bit more. I know it's basically us just chatting about it and what we know and what we're learning. Again, if we've missed something or you've got any tips or advice, put them in the comments. Let us know. The podcast is doing absolutely amazing. We're nearly at 200 followers already, and it's only been up for 2 weeks. So thank you so much for that. We've got like nearly 600 listens and 45 likes on posts and 50 likes. It's blowing up quicker than we've couldn't even imagine. So thank you so much, and the podcast episodes are doing really well. So thank you. And yeah, we'll talk about another team another time. But again, the episodes aren't going to be out every week. This is just something that we're learning and putting things together, discussing our games before we go into it. So then you guys can learn as well. But let us know. But yeah, anything else you guys want to add before we go?
Yeah, I just want
guys listening. Just for the guys listening, I want you to be supporting the Robbo's Raiders. That's my team. I want you on my side. I want some rivalry starting. So we'll get it in comments. Up the Robbo Raiders. Come on.
Oh, but before we go, Robbo, who are you taking to on our game tomorrow?
I'm taking you. I'm having a crack at yours. I want to go with your Wreckers.
The Wrecker crew. Bren?
I've been reading them, so I think.
Good.
When are we playing? Is it tomorrow night? Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. The Space Rams are coming back.
The Space Rams. Okay.
Angels of Death. Angels of Death for those who's listening.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take Angels of Death again. Just because I want to learn their strats and I want to learn their ploys. And when I've learned them and I've mastered these, I'm going to jump onto another team. I might take the Broods just to be a bastard. I don't know.
I want personally. I was thinking about it. I was listening to the last episode on the way to work. Sorry for an extra 1 minute on the episode, guys. But I want to see the Brood Brothers versus the Inquisitorial Agents.
I can bring the agents if you want to.
That would be and I'm not saying it might be a game where it's just you two, and I'll come and watch. I think that would be some game.
If we played Cascarin, Inquisitorial Agents,
Brood Brothers,
that would be like 34 minis on the table. And a 3.
I ain't getting my Cascarins glued tonight to play tomorrow. But it's a future episode.
You better get it done.
So yeah, but that's a great episode, guys. Brendan, you've got anything to say? Oh yeah, we've said it anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I'm going to send my Plague Marines and my Space Marines pictures of them over to Liam so we can put them up on the group so you can see what we're actually talking about and what we've done, what we've painted.
Yeah. And again, it's our blog. It's just for us. But if you want to join us on our journey, you're more than welcome to. And if you ever want to have a game with us, just message us and let us know. But yeah, thanks for everyone for the support.
Hang on. Just remember, you got Bren's Brawlers, the Legions of Liam, and Robbo's Raiders. Bring it on. Pick your side now.
We got Drildo.
Brawlers, Legions, Raiders.
Robbo's Drildos.
Yeah. if you want to understand what the dildo is, join us on Lads of the Past.
Yeah, that's another podcast we run. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for the episode. See you soon.